Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like something just isn't right? Not your outfit, not your makeup, not even your haircut, but somehow, you still look more tired than you feel inside. Here's the truth most women don't realize. Your hair color might be silently aging you. Yes, the very shade you've trusted for years, the one you feel comfortable with, could be the reason your face looks dull, your features look sharper, and your glow seems to be fading. And the hardest part? No one tells you. Because it's subtle. It happens slowly. And by the time you notice, it already feels like, this is just how I look now. But it's not. After 60, your skin changes. Your softness changes. Your natural warmth shifts. And the colors that once made you look radiant can suddenly start working against you. In today's video, we're going to gently uncover 5 hair colors that may be aging you without you even realizing it. And more importantly, I'll show you 3 beautiful, graceful shades that can instantly bring back warmth, softness, and that youthful glow without trying too hard. This isn't about looking younger. It's about looking alive, refreshed, and truly yourself again. Let's begin. Let's begin with the first hair color that quietly adds years to your face. Jet black. There's something powerful about black hair. It feels bold, confident, and timeless. Many women have worn it for decades, and it often becomes part of their identity. But here's what changes after 60. Your skin is no longer the same as it was in your 30s or 40s. It becomes softer, a little lighter, sometimes more uneven in tone. And against that softer skin, jet black becomes too harsh. Instead of framing your face beautifully, it creates a strong contrast that highlights every fine line, every shadow, every little detail you'd rather soften. It can make your features look heavier, your eyes look more tired, and your overall expression less warm. There's another hidden issue. As hair naturally thins with age, very dark colors like black make the scalp more visible. This can unintentionally make your hair look less full. And then comes the maintenance. Gray roots against black hair stand out immediately. Within days, you start seeing that contrast, which leads to constant touch-ups and more stress on already delicate hair. But here's the good news. You don't need to completely change who you are. A small shift makes a powerful difference. Instead of jet black, try softening it into a deep espresso brown or a natural soft black. These shades still give you depth and elegance, but they add a gentle warmth that lifts your face instead of weighing it down. Sometimes, looking younger isn't about doing more. It's simply about softening what's too strong. Now moving on to another color that often feels like the perfect solution, but can backfire. Platinum blonde. At first glance, it seems like a smart choice. Lighter hair blends gray. It feels fresh. It feels modern. And many women believe going blonde will instantly make them look younger. But here's where things can go wrong. After 60, your skin naturally loses some of its richness and color. It may become cooler, more delicate, sometimes slightly pale. And when you pair that with very light, icy platinum tones, it can wash you out completely. Instead of looking bright and glowing, your face can start to look flat, tired, almost colorless. It's not that blonde is wrong. It's that this kind of blonde is too extreme. There's also the damage factor. Platinum blonde requires heavy bleaching, and aging hair is already more fragile, more prone to dryness and breakage. Over time, instead of shiny, healthy hair, you may notice dullness, frizz, and thinning ends. And let's be honest, the upkeep is exhausting. Frequent salon visits, constant toning, fighting brassiness. It becomes more work than it's worth. But don't worry, you don't have to give up light tones completely. The secret is choosing warmth instead of ice. Soft shades like beige blonde, honey blonde, or champagne tones bring light to your face without draining it. They reflect warmth. They add glow. They make your skin look healthier. Because the goal isn't just lighter hair. The goal is brighter, softer, more radiant you. Next, let's talk about a bold choice many women turn to when they want to change. Vivid red. Red is beautiful. There's no denying it. It feels energetic, confident, full of personality, and for many women, it feels like a way to bring excitement back into their look. But here's the reality. Bright, intense red can be too overpowering after 60. As your skin becomes more delicate and slightly translucent, strong red tones can clash with it instead of enhancing it. They often bring out things you don't want to highlight. Redness in the cheeks, uneven skin tone, small imperfections. Instead of adding glow, they can make your complexion look irritated or tired. There's also something else that many don't expect. Red fades quickly, and not in a graceful way. It can turn patchy, uneven, or dull within weeks, leaving your hair looking less polished than before. And once red is in your hair, it's one of the hardest colors to remove. So if you change your mind later, it becomes a long and sometimes damaging process. But here's the beautiful part. You don't have to give up red completely. You just need to refine it. Instead of vivid red, choose softer, richer tones like auburn, warm cinnamon, soft mahogany. These shades still carry warmth and personality, but they blend naturally with your features. They don't compete with your face. They complement it. Because true beauty after 60 isn't about standing out loudly. It's about glowing gently and confidently. Now let's talk about a trendy shade that feels expressive, but often works against mature beauty. Dark purple. There's something playful and bold about choosing a color like purple. It feels artistic, unique, and full of personality. Many women see it as a way to break free from traditional beauty rules and embrace something different. And that spirit is beautiful. But the problem isn't the idea of purple, it's the depth and intensity of it. Dark shades like eggplant or deep plum create a contrast that can feel too heavy against mature skin. As your skin becomes softer and loses some of its natural brightness, these deep tones can pull your entire look downward instead of lifting it. They tend to emphasize shadows under the eyes, along the jawline, around the mouth. Instead of adding vibrancy, they can make your face appear more tired and less defined in a flattering way. Another challenge is how unnatural the shade looks. Because purple doesn't naturally occur in hair, it can sometimes feel disconnected from your overall appearance, making the focus shift away from your natural beauty and more toward the color itself. And then comes maintenance. Dark purple fades quickly, often turning uneven or dull. In just a few washes, what once looked bold can become patchy and lifeless. Fixing it usually requires more chemical processing, which can weaken already delicate hair. But if you love the idea of something fun and expressive, there is a softer way. Instead of deep purple, try subtle hints like lavender tones or soft lilac blended into gray or silver hair. These lighter variations add personality without overpowering your look. They feel airy, gentle, and beautifully balanced. Because expression doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes the softest touch makes the strongest impact. As we continue, let's take a look at bold, edgy colors that can easily become overwhelming. Greens, blues, and other unnatural shades. There's a sense of freedom that comes with age. A feeling that you can finally express yourself without worrying about what others think. And for many women, that expression shows up through bold hair colors. Teal, forest green, bright blue. These colors are fun. They're eye-catching. They make a statement. But here's the honest truth. After 60, these shades often become more distracting than flattering. Instead of enhancing your features, they pull all the attention toward the hair itself. Your eyes, your smile, your expressions, they take a step back. And that's where the imbalance begins. These tones can also clash with your natural skin undertones. Greens and blues in particular can bring out yellow or dull tones in the skin, making it look uneven or tired. Even worse, as these colors fade, which they do quickly, they often leave behind strange undertones that are difficult to correct. Hair can start looking patchy, dull, or even slightly greenish in an unintentional way. And let's not forget, these colors require constant upkeep. Frequent coloring, toning, and maintenance can put stress on hair that is already more fragile with age. But here's the thing. You don't need bold color to feel expressive. You just need the right tone. Instead of going fully into unnatural shades, consider softer variations like cool ash browns, smoky grays, or subtle silver blends. These still feel modern and stylish, but they respect your natural beauty instead of competing with it. Because elegance isn't about being louder, it's about being effortlessly captivating. Now let's shift to a color that brings warmth, softness, and timeless beauty. Warm chestnut brown. If there's one shade that truly understands mature beauty, it's this one. Warm chestnut brown sits perfectly between dark and light. It carries just enough richness to add depth, and just enough warmth to bring life back into your face. And that balance is everything after 60. As your skin tone becomes softer and slightly lighter, this color works with those changes instead of against them. It adds a gentle glow. It softens fine lines. It makes your features look more harmonious and relaxed. Unlike harsh dark shades or overly light tones, chestnut brown doesn't create extreme contrast. Instead, it blends beautifully with your natural coloring, making everything look more natural and effortless. Another beautiful advantage: it's low maintenance. Chestnut brown transitions gracefully as your roots grow in, especially if you have gray or silver strands. There's no harsh line, no constant pressure to touch up every few weeks. It gives you freedom. And visually, it adds dimension to your hair. The subtle warm undertones catch light beautifully, making your hair appear fuller, healthier, and more vibrant. Even if your hair has thinned slightly over time, this shade creates the illusion of volume and movement. It's not dramatic. It's not loud, but it's incredibly effective. Because sometimes, the most powerful transformation is the one that feels completely natural. Warm chestnut brown doesn't try to change who you are. It simply brings out the best version of you. Next, let's talk about a shade that instantly adds brightness without going too far. Light caramel. If you've ever felt like your face looks a little dull or tired, this color can change everything in the most gentle way. Light caramel sits right between blonde and brown. It carries soft golden tones that reflect light beautifully, giving your face a natural, healthy glow. And after 60, that glow matters more than ever. Unlike platinum blonde, which can wash you out, caramel adds warmth back into your complexion. It lifts your features without making them look sharp or overdone. It creates a soft radiance, the kind that makes people say, "You look fresh today," without knowing exactly why. Caramel tones are especially flattering because they work with your skin, not against it. They soften uneven tones, reduce the appearance of shadows, and add a gentle brightness that feels natural. Another reason women love this shade: it's forgiving. As your hair grows, the transition between your natural color and caramel tones is smooth and subtle. There's no harsh contrast, no urgent need for constant touch-ups. And visually, it creates movement. The golden tones catch the light, making your hair look fuller, softer, and more alive. Even simple hairstyles begin to look more polished and intentional. It's a color that feels effortless, but looks incredibly refined. For women who feel stuck between going too dark or too light, caramel becomes that perfect middle ground. It's warm, it's elegant, and it quietly brings back that youthful glow you thought was fading. And finally, let's talk about a subtle yet powerful choice that transforms without trying too hard: honey brown highlights. Sometimes, the best change isn't a full transformation. It's a gentle enhancement. And that's exactly what honey brown highlights offer. Instead of covering your entire head with one solid color, these soft, golden strands are carefully blended into your natural hair. The result is dimension, movement, and light, all working together beautifully. After 60, flat color can make hair look dull and lifeless. But highlights change that instantly. They create depth. They reflect light. They soften your overall look. And honey tones in particular are incredibly flattering because they add warmth without looking artificial. They blend seamlessly with gray, silver, or natural brown hair, making the transition feel effortless and elegant. Another reason this option is so loved: it's low commitment. You don't need frequent salon visits. As your hair grows, the highlights continue to blend naturally, giving you a soft, lived-in look that still feels polished. And visually, they do something magical. They draw attention upward, toward your eyes, your smile, your expressions. Instead of focusing on imperfections, they highlight your best features. It's a quiet transformation, but a powerful one. Because beauty after 60 isn't about dramatic change. It's about thoughtful choices that enhance who you already are. And honey brown highlights do exactly that, with grace, softness, and effortless charm. Hair color is more powerful than most people realize. It can either soften your beauty or unintentionally harden it. It can bring light to your face or slowly take it away. But the beautiful part is this: you're always one small change away from a completely refreshed look. You don't need to chase trends. You don't need dramatic transformations. You just need the right shade, one that works with your skin, your features, and who you are today. Let go of colors that feel heavy, harsh, or overwhelming, and choose tones that feel warm, soft, and alive. Because true beauty after 60 isn't about looking younger. It's about looking radiant, confident, and at peace with yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path. And tell me in the comments, which hair color are you thinking of changing next? I'd love to hear your story.